Hi loves, welcome or welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Bukola Dainyari here. Welcome to a chit chat get ready with me while I talk to you guys about some of the lessons that life has taught me, life has shown me over the years, that has guided me and is still guiding me up to this very moment. And I just thought to record and share some of these experiences with you guys because I feel like you might learn a thing or two. That's for sure. Okay. So if you end up enjoying this video, please give me a very big thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Subscription is totally free, and without further ado, let's get right into this video, while I also show you guys how I got this gorgeous, beautiful face beats on, for those of you that have been asking. All right. Alright guys, so let's get into this video. This is me in my natural state. Okay, let's beat this face up. So the very first lesson that life has taught me is adults don't know what they're doing. It feels like I know what I'm doing, but majority of the time I'm like, what am I doing? Like, how am I doing these things that I'm doing? If you are feeling lost, if you are feeling unsure about whatever it is you are doing, you're not left alone. Okay, we can visualize these things in our mind, but we don't really know how it's going to turn out in real life. For instance, I'm filming this video, all I have is the idea in my head. I don't really know how it's going to turn out, but I'm just winging it. Like, everybody's literally winging it. I think that's the right word to use. Just basically rethinking everything you are doing as an adult. Another tip to add to that point is nobody's going to save you as an adult. You're going to have to save yourself. Your mom cannot save you, your dad cannot save you, your siblings they can help, but the kind of life that you deserve, the kind of life that you want, who you are going to transform yourself into, the kind of person that you are, the kind of person that you want to be, the kind of person that you used to be and don't want to be anymore. Nobody's going to have to do all that work for you. You have to do that work by yourself. You have to go out there and forcefully take it. Like, nobody's coming to give you anything. I had to realize that. I wake up by the day and say, I know what I want. I don't know how I'm going to go about it, but I'm going to figure a way how to go about it, and that just helps me get by the day-to-day activities and get by everything that can be overwhelming as an adult. I think I've made the first point. I'm going to draw my brows now off the camera and come back to you guys so I can save time. Okay guys, so my brows are done, and the next lesson that life has taught me is our parents most of the time were right. Yes, not all the time, but trust me, in some situations, especially when it comes to friendships, they can see what you cannot see. And I had my fair share of realization. I'm not going to say the exact year, but like from some few years ago, and I was like, shoot, I tried my dad. He was right. And the reason why I even broke down when that situation happened, I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, let's just stop on the surface. The reason why I broke down when that situation happened wasn't because of the fact that the situation happened, was the fact that I remembered my father had warned me about this particular situation, and I went ahead with that situation. Like I said, I got to that realization some few years ago, and I cried. I cried because I'm like, I wish I'd listened to my dad. This wouldn't have happened, but that didn't have to happen, so it's fine. Mistakes are part of the journey. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't know how to deal with similar situations in the future. So that needed to happen. So our parents were right most of the time, especially when it comes to friendship. Life taught me that. Life taught me that. So I'm doing my eyeshadow now with my Morph palette. I've had this palette for years. Gosh, I've had it for years, and it still serves me. I'm going in with this shade. Ever since I discovered this shade, I've been using it back to back. After I conceal my brows, I'll go in with this shade with my basics concealer eyeshadow palette. Since the beginning of this year, this is what I've just been doing. I've not changed. I've not switched to any style of eyeshadow, whatever. So the next lesson that life has taught me is kill the spirit of people pleasing. Kill it. You have to kill the spirit of people pleasing. Like, the need to constantly want to please people, the need to constantly want to go out of your way, especially when it comes to people that that they don't really send you like that. Most of the time, what happens when you people please, or when you please people, is you end up not pleasing yourself, because you always have to be about them. Like, you have to water down yourself, right? In my own situation, I found out that I was watering down myself. I was, because I was trying to please people. I was trying to do aseju. They will call it aseju. At the end of the day, when you do that, they will even ask you that, but I didn't tell you to do anything for me. I didn't ask you to do this thing for me. Why are you doing it for me when I didn't even ask you? So kill that spirit of wanting to please people out of even their own will. They don't send you message. You want to be pleasing them and making them feel comfortable at your own detriment. You know that this thing I'm doing is not comfortable for me. I've learned to say no. I've learned to say no with my full chest. People pleasing still boys and the fact that you should learn how to say no. See, one important thing is you can lay flat on the ground and allow people step on you because that's who you are. That's the kind of person that you've always known yourself to be. And people will still complain that you are not lying flat enough. Like, depends on how you're laying down. Your chest or your back is not really comfortable. That should lie down way so they can. So just that's what people pleasing is. You keep on going out of your will to please people, and people might not really appreciate 100%. So just do what you can do and leave the rest for God. You are not Father Abraham. How many sons? How many sons are Father Abraham? I'll do this one. I'll come back to you guys. All right. Can you believe that I forgot to moisturize my face before starting my makeup? Anyway, you can use any moisturizer that you like, but this is what I have that is within my reach. I love this. I love this so much. So much. It smells so good. I'm going to use a little bit to moisturize my face. Then, after moisturizing, this is the point where I go in with my what's it called? Primer. I'm not going to use primer because I'm going to clean up this makeup like in the instant I'm done, so there's no need to waste it. Okay, the next lesson that life has taught me is time heals everything. It sounds so simple, yet it's always very difficult to understand. Time heals everything. Give yourself time, okay? Because even me, when I made mistakes like a couple of years ago, it took me time to be this comfortable with myself, to love myself over again. Mistakes are part of the journey, and whatever it is that you've done, it doesn't have to be mistakes per se. Probably somebody hurt you, or whatever it is that you're going through. Maybe the loss of a loved one, whatever it is, basically, constantly look for how to, to snap out of that, fix, snap out of that bubble, snap out of that place that life has, put you in. Like, because life will definitely put you in boxes, right? So you have to constantly try to look for ways on how to get out of those boxes, look for new exciting boxes. Even as you journey in life, you are still going to experience pains, you are still going to experience mistakes, but life is constantly looking for ways on how to get out of the bubble that life has thrown us in. So time heals everything. Give yourself time. Find time to love yourself. Find time to do the things that you truly love to do that give you so much joy. And keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep pouring on yourself, and eventually you will heal. Even if not 100%, but it won't hurt as it used to hurt when whatever it is happened to you. Okay, so let's move to the next point. Next up, I'm going to use my V Beauty foundation in the shade called V Cloud. My very next point is people know what they are doing. See, people know exactly what they are doing, and notice that the minute you start to give them that same energy, you become the problem. You're suddenly disrespectful. You're suddenly not a nice person. I don't know if you understand. And I say that humbly. People know exactly what they're doing, so don't be afraid to give people the same energy that they give you, either good or bad. If you've been constantly complaining about some things that people have been doing to you, and they choose to turn a deaf ear to to whatever it is that you're complaining about, that's because they know what they're doing. The minute you start to do the exact same, not even more than what they're doing to you, the minute you start to do the exact same thing that you do to them, you're not at the end that that girl should not really get respect. Oh, that girl don't change. Or that man don't change. Or that woman don't change, because they can't take what they give. You might treat all of this. You don't have to be rude. There's some situations that you have to, voice out and make them know that, hello, stop doing what you're doing to me. What you're doing is hurting me. Or I'm not really cool with what you're doing. When people do certain things to you, if you're not comfortable from the first, I'm going to my beauty blender. If you're not comfortable from the first instance, don't keep your mouth shut. There's no perfect There's no perfect time than that time. Also, you don't have to be rude about it. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. I stood up for myself in ways that I never thought I'll be able to stand up or stood up for myself. I just stood up for myself. I'm very impressed with myself. And the minute I stood up and made my voice known, the minute I stood up and voiced out loudly on some things I wasn't comfortable about, they backed off because they know exactly what they're doing. So, like I tell you from experience, people know what they're doing. If you've been telling them nicely that, oh, I'm not comfortable about this thing you're doing or what you're doing to me, and they choose to turn a deaf ear, serve them nicely and give it to them and watch their reaction. So you see that all the good that I've been trying to be good, all the keeping quiet I've been trying to keep quiet, is not going to fetch you anything. Trust me, it is not. Yeah, that's it about that point. I'm not going to blend this and come back, okay? The next point is death is inevitable. It's not a nice thing to come on here and say, but as a true believer, whether you're a believer or not, whether you don't believe in God and everything that it stands for, even if you're a traditionalist or whatever it is that that you're serving, everybody is going to have to go someday, and that's a sad realization that I had to reckon with. I started preparing myself for that phase. I want to die a happy woman. I want to leave this world a happy woman. Like I said, that's not a nice thing to come on here and say, but it's a phase that you can't run away from. It's a phase I can't run away from, and I started preparing myself for that phase. Okay, so what I started doing is I tried to live my life so that I don't have to regret. None of this is important to me. That phase is more important because I want to, leave this place a happy woman. I want to leave this place a fulfilled woman. I want to leave this place as somebody that stood by what she said she's going to do, as somebody that loved herself, as somebody that, loved people, and just basically everything that I love to do, and not being scared of anybody, because that's the only thing I'm actually scared of. But if I'm no longer scared of that, I cannot be scared of any other thing. So I'm preparing for that phase, and I think it's the phase that everybody should prepare for. Okay, just try to do the things that you love. So when you get to that point, when you get to that realization that I'm going to leave this place eventually, you don't have to regret so much. Then, because you are going to regret a few, but you don't have to regret so much. You say you are going to do something, you did it. Do the things that you say you want to do, because that phase, nobody's running away from it. Okay, that's the sad reality, but it's just the truth. Okay, the next lesson that life has taught me is do not judge anybody. Don't judge anybody, because life has taught me that it's going to happen to you times 10. Don't judge anybody. Like, you don't know what people are going through. Like, I don't fight people on their opinions. I don't fight people on whatever it is that I've learned to understand that some people are just the way they are, and I can only change myself. I can't change any other person, because that's just who they are. Like, even when I'm someone with things I'm saying, some people will still come and still say that, what are you saying? I'm not saying that might happen, but if it might happen, and that's fine. So I basically stopped judging anybody. I've understood that people reason in different ways. Our opinions all count. I mean, we can't all think the same, we can't all act the same, we can't all look the same. Everybody's different. Like I said, we can't all be the same, we can't look the same, we can't feel the same, we can't act the same. So I've learned to accept people, let me put it like that, for who they are, and stop judging people, because really nobody is perfect. Everybody just winging it. Like I said in my first choice, nobody really knows what they are doing. Everybody just they do according to where they know. I watch some videos and I see some creators speak about some things I don't resonate with. I feel like I'm not making sense. Okay, that's fine, that's their opinion. I don't have to now come on their opinion and say, oh, this is what you're saying. No, it's fine, it's their opinion. Fine, they will still find their tribe that resonates with whatever they are saying. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. Does it make sense? Okay, so yeah. Why I should do this more often, but I enjoy this kind of videos so much because I like doing my makeup and I like to talk, so it go perfectly. The next life lesson that life has taught me is mistakes are part of our journey. Embrace it. Welcome it. That mistake that you've made, embrace it. If not for that mistakes, you will not learn. You cannot learn. There's no how that had to happen. And mistakes are always very tough, and I should have known, I shouldn't have done this, but you didn't know. So mistakes are part of the journey. Mistakes are part of life. Like, really, you have to make mistakes for you to get better. I have made so many mistakes in my life, and when I was much younger, I used to feel like, God, I should have known. I used to be so hard on myself. I should have known better. I should have how come I didn't How did I get myself in this situation? That's just life. Like, everybody literally make mistakes. Like I said, it's fine. Don't beat yourself too hard on the fact that you made a mistake. But you are responsible for your mistakes, good and bad. So if you did it once, it's a mistake. If you did it the second time, okay, it's a mistake. But if you did it the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, then it's no longer a mistake. It's a deliberate action. That's you. That's not a mistake anymore. Okay, so learn to differentiate who you are from mistakes. I spoke about mistakes on my channel like a couple of times. I've made some mistakes in my life that I'm not proud of, but I'm proud at the fact that I'm learning how to become a better person. I've learned from my mistake. I'm like, no, I don't want to be that person anymore. Your mistakes does not define you. Your mistakes are not who you are. Who you are is who you choose to be after you've made those mistakes. I don't know if I'm making sense. Why are you feeling bad that you did something at 40 and you feel like you want to be stuck there because you made mistake? Why? It doesn't define you. That's a lesson for you to learn from, and move past. You're supposed to move past it. Because why you are 22 feeling like, oh, I did this thing, I'm not. No, mistakes are part of the journey. Embrace it, learn from it, and move on to the next phase. You've not experienced so many beautiful moments in your life, so why do you want to allow your mistakes weigh you down? Why do you want to? You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, because this English that I'm trying to speak is not English. If only I take so much time to learn my indigenous language. Anyway, I hope you get my point. Okay, on that note. Okay, so next I'm going to conceal my under eyes with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is not really a lesson per se, but it's more like as I get older, I love my company so much. I love to be myself. I love who I am so much. I no longer hate myself because I've healed from my mistake. I love this person. I love myself so freaking much. I like to be myself. I love to sit in front of the camera. I love to do my makeup. When I'm done, I love to clean my house. I love to edit. I love to watch movies. I can be all by myself. Okay, even if I love to be around people, but I've learned to always enjoy I enjoy my company so much. At times it can get boring, sometimes so, but most of the time I enjoy my company so much. That's not supposed to be a life lesson, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in, and I love myself so freaking much. My sister told me something. She said, Sabuki, why are you not coming online and giving us, that's who you are. Stop hiding yourself. I'm like, oh, I'm not hiding myself. She said, yes, you're hiding yourself. Why are you not? You're like a baby. I'm the older sister. I'm the second born. I have like 4 younger ones. But I behave like a child. I don't know why. I behave like a baby so much. And I always try to, hide that person that I am. Because I feel like a lot of people might not resonate with the kind of person that's like, why are you behaving like a baby? I don't know. Okay, let me just stop. Anytime I try to, be a big girl, I ended up being hard to be. No, but when I'm in this state, when I'm like a child, I'm playing, I'm giggling, I'm laughing, I know how to wing life. Like, he just makes me easier for me to do adulthood. Like, so I always have to come back to this person. So in case you see me being like a child, that's not that. That's the only way I can do life. Oh my gosh, I'm doing myself. Cut the camera, shy. As a matter of fact, this year I'm trying to do more solo dates, and when the money don't yafun, go for solo travels. I want to explore myself to the fullest, to the brim, to the. Do you understand what I'm saying? Another lesson that life has taught me is nobody owes you anything. When you think like this, the expectations that you have for people will reduce drastically. You understand that everybody at the end of the day is just human. Everybody, including yourself. Let me give you a further perspective. If I ask somebody for a favor and the person says no, I won't be mad at that person because that person does not really owe me anything. That brings me to my second point. Life has taught me how to water what waters you. Let me say that again. Water what waters you. Aeroplane is passing. Aeroplane is passing. Can we talk no more? Can we talk no more? I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, Buki, you stop being like that. How? Let me give you a further perspective. There's something called emotional bank. My sister called me some few days ago to help her do something, and I instantly stood up. One of my sisters, by the way, because I have so many sisters. She was like, "Oh, Sabuki, you came through." I'm like, "Oh, stop it! Like, I was there. Like, I know you will come through for me." That defines emotional bank. Emotional bank is when you don't invest in people, don't expect anything from them. Although you can point to some people no go really reason you. As I told you, in what point was that? Like when I said that, stop being a people pleaser, because you can keep pointing to people and they will not want to point to you. But in situations where you are pointing to people's emotional bank, it has to be monetary. What I went to do for wasn't monetary, but you know that this person, and when I asked her for advice, it could be an advice, or it could be, whatever it is to just make your life easier. It doesn't have to be money, and that person comes through for you. You are pointing into the person's emotional bank, or the person is pointing to your emotional bank, and when it's time to ask for a certain favor, it's easier for the person to just come through for you. If you notice that you've been pointing into people's emotional bank and they are choosing not to point to your own emotional bank, why is this thing like this? So if you notice that you've been pouring into people's emotional bank and they choose not to pour into your own emotional bank, then you are being a people's pleaser. But if you notice that you are pouring into their bank and everybody's withdrawing and taking, then it's balanced. So yeah, that's a lesson that life has definitely taught me. You water what waters you. That's for people. Again, work. My job is making me be a better version of myself. I'm constantly evolving because of the kind of work that I'm doing. I'm constantly making up. I'm constantly making dresses for myself. I'm constantly talking about productivity. I'm constantly talking about self-awareness. And in a way, even if I'm giving all this information to you guys, it's reinstating the kind of person that I am. So that's why I'm pointing to the kind of person that I am, pointing to my work, so that in the end to point to me. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. Another lesson that life has taught me is life would not always go as planned. The way you plan it, sometimes you can plan, and life just happens, and that's fine. Perfect example, even if you guys will most likely see that video before this one, on my birthday, I had no idea to be sad on my birthday. Life just happened, and it happened so fast. Like, I didn't know I was going to be that sad on my birthday. Like who's sad on their birthdays? And because I'm now aware about life and how messed up and how fucked up life can be, I just went through it. Because if I was going to, for instance, go to Maldives to spend that particular birthday, I would have posted it. I didn't even want to film that particular video. And I asked myself that, why am I not going to film this video? Is it because it's not going as planned? That's the life. Like, it's life. It's life. Life is fucked up, like messed up like that. Life not always go the way you plan it, and that's the more reason why I posted that particular birthday vlog. However it is, I shall made something of it, because if I would have gone to Maldives or gone to Santorini or go to Italy or gone to any country, I would have posted that video. I would have made something out of that video and I've posted it. That's the reason why I posted it, because life did not go as planned, and I did not allow life to fuck me over. Life will not always go as planned, and that's fine. Just try to go with the flow, re-strategize, and you'll be fine. It doesn't have to always go as planned, trust me. You will notice that even that your plan initially safe be no make sense. And the one way life won't give you might make sense. So I've been talking with cracked lips since, and you guys couldn't even tell me. It's not nice too. Not better. No, right? Okay, so life will not always go as planned, and yes, that's okay. Just try to get up and flow with the wind, or flow with whatever direction that life throw you at. So that's that for that. I'll blend this in and I'll put on my mascara and do some finishing touches, then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I'm trying to save memory at the same time, save space, save memory and save editing time. Okay. I'm going to add blush to my face. I use my Morph palette and I use this pink shade to do my blush. So that's what I'm going to use. While I talk to you guys about my final about the final lesson that life has taught me. Do not allow anybody pressure you into anything you don't want to do yet, or you're not ready to do yet. Do not let anybody pressure you into marriage. Do not let anybody pressure you into having children. Do not let anybody pressure you into going into a particular career that you know fully well that you don't like this thing, you don't want to do it. Because when the chips are down, you're going to be all by yourself. When the negative sides of those choices that you've made start to hit on you, you will not find those people there. You will only be in those situations yourself. So it still boils down to the fact that learn how to say no. I don't want. To save you so many jiggy yaga. Jiggy yaga means troubles. Jiggy yaga means ups and downs. Okay, when the chips are down, you will not find any. This does not have a name. Oh, I can't. Okay, what's the name of this lighter? But it's so nice. I've had this lighter for years. I'm just going to go over my blush with the highlighter. I like my face shiny. Oh, look at that butter. Okay, so like I said, do not let anybody pressure you into anything that you don't want to do, be it marriage, be it children, be it career path, be it school, choices of course that you want to study. These are life decisions that all of these that I've mentioned have their ups and downs. So make sure that it's something you're ready to die for. Make sure it's the path that you're ready to die for. Make sure when you want to get married is because you want to get married. Make sure when you want to have children is because you want to have children. When you start experiencing some difficulties along the line, you don't start blaming yourself and blaming people. That's the more reason why I don't speak about relationships or marriages on my channel, because it is not my business. It is nobody's business. I like to play it safe when it comes to situations like that. I don't give advices because I know that these things comes with, when they consider it, they go use you said to. Aside from that, you think you're giving advice, but you're making the best wrong choices for them because you're not in that relationship. That's the reason why I never speak on relationships. Okay, and I don't think you should too, unless you're an expert. Okay, because everybody's relationship is different. Oh, but this makeup is banging. I'm going to give you guys a closer look. Don't worry. It's so chilled. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you, but not to confuse you that learn to have a mind of your own, basically. I'm just going to do finishing touches. I'm just going to do my lips, and I'll come back to you guys looking fine and all dressed up like you initially saw me in the video. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. All right. Alright, love, so this is the finished look, and this is also the end of this video. Sadly, we've come to the end of this video. I hope we've been able to rub minds, or me, I've rubbed minds with you guys. You guys should please to rub minds with me in the comment section. If you have any topics that you think, self-improvement topics that you think might improve you and also improve me, let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely be happy to film your request. Okay, I hope you learned. As always, my goal at the end of the day. That's my major plan for this channel. I want you to always come here, have a good time, laugh and learn. We have to learn together. I'm not doing it alone. We have to learn together. So what do you think I might know? Because I don't know everything. What do you think I might know that I don't know, that you think you might want to add to this point? Add it in the comment section. Let's all learn together. Hey Takun, click on the subscribe button if you're yet to subscribe. Subscription is totally free. You do not have to pay a dime to subscribe, and also put on your notification bell so whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first person to know that I've posted a new video. And we have until my next video, I'll see you guys. Please how do you take until my next video, please stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.